Come ride with us. Fika with the Tölt Tales podcast. Today we have a special guest with us again, Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Hello.
Can you introduce yourself a bit to people who don't know you and don't know why we invited you today?
Yeah, my name is Lisa Tapper. I'm 43 years old. I have been a typical horse girl my entire life. Not Icelandic horses, but regular horses, ponies and big horses.
Mm-hmm.
The Icelandic horses is more recently. And I think you invited me because I'm behind Sverigeritten.
Yes, exactly. That is a really interesting thing that we found on Facebook. I think I saw it the first time last year. And I followed a bit, but we didn't participate. And so we thought now we participate and now we want to hear more about this. What is it actually? What was the idea? How did it start?
How did it start? It started with some other enthusiastic people than me and my friends in Fritidssektionen. It was mostly one person who invented this concept, and she's not involved anymore. But 2020, she arranged Sverigeritten, a relay race from one end of Sweden to another. I don't know if it was north to south or south to north, but it was from one end to another.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to inspire local clubs to meet. So the ride was from one club to another club to next club to next club.
Oh, okay. I did. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was really big arrangement, and it took a lot of planning.
Yes, I can imagine.
So when this particular enthusiast didn't want to be in Fritidssektionen anymore, we were some other people who took over the concept.
Yes.
So the first Sverigeritten was relay race.
Okay.
And then it transformed to ridutmaning, like challenge yourself to ride. And that concept was a little bit different because of the COVID pandemic also.
Yes.
You couldn't arrange big meetings. So the point was to arrange smaller rides with your local club and invite others to come to you.
Ah, okay. That's
so
nice.
Every time you invited others to come to you and ride, you could count the kilometers that you did. Mm-hmm. Even if no one showed up, you can count your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was ridutmaning.
Okay. Hmm.
And then we were a group of people who formed a new Fritidssektionen, and we wanted to take both concepts and make a new one. And the name was so good, Sverigeritten. So we wanted to have that name, but it's not a relay race anymore.
Okay.
Now you can count everything you do at home with the horse.
Okay. Yeah. So not just riding, you can do, in principle, also walk with the horse, bike with the horse, do some groundwork.
And also, if it's more people with you and the horse, and they are members, they can also count their kilometers.
So you can build a team.
Yeah, and you can get the family to join and the friends to join, even if you don't have more horses.
Ah, that is super interesting.
Yeah, because we wanted the new Sverigeritten to be more open, to inspire, to get more people want to be members, even if they don't compete or if they don't have an own horse.
Yeah.
So you can count the riding lessons at the riding school. You can count if you bicycle with your kid or if your spouse runs with you when you ride. You both can count.
Wow. So okay. This is really nice.
Open.
Yes. Now I jump off topic, but this is super interesting that you include everybody and make it so that it's not just about winning something, but you want to have people move and move together. Yeah. This is a really nice idea. I like that.
And that's the big concept, because when we did Sverigeritten, we got sponsored by Svenskt Friluftsliv.
Okay.
We got a lot of money to get this project going, and they paid for some of the prizes. They paid for the work that we do when we meet to get this going, and a computer to register, everything.
It's super nice.
So we got sponsored money, and the point of Svenskt Friluftsliv is to engage people in nature.
Yes.
So that's the starting ground, and from that we have the building block to be conclusive.
Yeah.
And to get a feeling of being in your local club, even if you're not on the competitions.
Yeah. This is a really nice idea.
Yeah, and we have done this now for three years, 2023, 2024, and now 2025. And every year we find something that you can spin off even more. Like, okay, we don't get this group to participate. What can we do to make them want to join?
Okay, so you actively also try to engage with more people.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
We want to be like the talk of the town,
Yeah.
We want to be like, if you discuss, should I be a member in a local club? Yeah, because the Fritidssektionen does so much fun. We want to join.
Yes. This is super nice.
Yeah, and I think we are on a good way to be the talk of the town.
Yes.
Like on the last riksmöte in the National Association, SIF, Svenska Icelandic, we were kind of a big part.
Okay.
Like even in the budget, because Sverigeritten gets more people to join, and more members, more money.
Yes, that's true. Actually, then is the question, how many active participants do you have?
The first year with Sverigeritten as it is now, we had about 300.
Okay.
And the year after, we doubled it, 600.
Wow.
And this year, we have had several who have written in posts on Facebook that now my husband is also a member, or now my son is also a member.
Oh, wow.
Or my daughter is also now because of this.
This is really impressive.
So it's working.
Yes, this is really, really nice. But then, so you were at the Riksmöte for SIF. Is it also like then an official SIF sponsored project?
Yes.
Can you say that?
Especially this year. It's always been, because when I say we get sponsored, everything goes through SIF.
Yes.
So it's not directly to Fritidssektionen.
Yes.
But
okay.
It goes to SIF and it goes to our budget in Fritidssektionen. So it's been official all the time. But this year even more, because it was the SIF styrelse board who wanted us to do something for 50-year anniversary.
Yes, exactly.
So
we need to talk about those extra challenges.
And they said, do something. And we're like, okay, and then maybe it is. So it's very much true SIF.
Yes, okay. And because SIF is celebrating 50 years this year, so you had, for example, this year you had the Påsk traveling, or Påsk, the Easter challenge.
That's every year, and and with that we want to capture people who maybe don't get a lot of kilometers. Like, I have a friend in my stable. She's over 60 years old, and not have to be an obstacle, absolutely not. But she can ride maybe 2-3 kilometers per time, and she can't walk on walks with her horse. But she can join in the Easter challenge and get 100 kilometers at once.
I should have maybe also tried to be a bit busy now during Easter with the family. But I was also thinking now, as working long hours, I sometimes struggle to get many kilometers. And I know that I will probably be in really at the bottom of the list. But I'm trying to kind of, every time I do something with my horse, I try to log it in so that I at least collect a couple of kilometers. So that's really my drive for that. But this is really nice. So the past challenge was for people who can, because there you had also that you can do like groundwork with your horse, and I saw that you had like extra things with the like a bit of decoration, Easter style
Yeah, it's
decoration.
always an Easter theme. And
Yes.
the biggest point is not to win the 100 kilometers, it's
No.
to inspire to do fun things. And we feel it's so funny with the ones joining in the Easter challenge that's not joining at all in the other, like in Sverigeritten.
Okay.
Because Easter challenge is, some people they just want to do that, and they
Mm-hmm.
look forward to it. And some children especially have been joining now for 3 years,
Okay.
and they're like, I can't wait to next year, because that's the big thing for them, not
Yes.
very written. That's
Yes.
just a
Okay.
bonus.
Yes, it looked really nice on Instagram, Facebook actually, to see all those colorful posts and kind of join everybody on their challenges. I think this is also a very community feeling, very inclusive again, to just have everybody participate and having like very positive feeling about those things. So
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that.
we do also. When we get to look at every participant, when we see the joy in the Sverigeritten group on Facebook.
Yes.
And the most fun thing is that the ones who says, this is the thing, this is the
Yes.
thing I want to do every year. So that will not go away.
No. Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
maybe we can do some minor spin-off on the fall also, or in wintertime, maybe,
Yes.
when
Because
it's a
now,
period with no Sverigeritten.
yeah, that's true. Because it is from February to September, right? So it is
Yeah,
more like the summer months where people can actually actively go and use trails, because maybe in some areas this is not possible.
yeah, maybe not in February either, but the period is because that works for us. Because
Yes.
we have to have some time to summarize, to send out prices,
Absolutely.
and to plan the next year.
Yeah,
So
true.
at first it was, I think, it was February 1st. Then one year we started 1st of January, but then now February is nice because we
Yeah.
have a month to like gather who want to be in Fritidssektionen this year, and who will pull this. What do we want to do
Yeah.
more?
And I mean, you don't do this as a main job, right? So you
No,
also do this on the side. So it takes time and takes time also away from other things then. So of course.
yeah.
For the 50 years of SIF, can we just briefly talk about the challenge for that then?
Yeah, it's 50 activities, of course.
Okay.
Of
Yes,
course,
makes
50.
sense. Yeah.
And very much is about the number 50.
Mm-hmm.
Like one activity is photograph horses, which age together combined is 50 years.
Okay. That's
So
fun.
you have to like cooperate with other people around you, because you don't maybe have 3 horses that
No.
together is 50. So like,
Though we heard already from several people that Icelandic horses, you start to collect them and you just get more and more. So
yeah, but
we
not
heard this a
everyone.
lot.
So
No, that's true.
so you have to maybe reach out to someone
Yes.
else. And the point of 50-year anniversary challenge is not that one person does all 50. It's that
Okay.
the local club does all 50.
Ah, okay.
So maybe I can, if I engage in this in my local club, I can like, okay, I can do these things, but do I know anyone who can do that?
Yes.
And then the point is to reach out.
Again, networking, collaboration.
It's not very much promoted yet because it's time restricted. We have limited time,
Yeah.
so it has been all about starting the Sverigeritten. It's been Riksmöte, it's been Easter, and so maybe we will take more power into this in the late end of the season.
But maybe now when people are listening to the podcast, maybe there are more people signing up and trying to achieve more of those 50 challenges.
I
That
hope
would
so.
be really nice.
Yeah, and Sverigeritten, of course.
Yes, exactly. But then, can you actually participate from another country?
Yeah, you have to be a member of a local club in Sweden
Yes.
if you want to be joining the Swedish Sverigeritten.
Yeah, okay.
But the Finland has their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is something similar also in other countries.
Yeah, and they took it from us.
Okay.
Because one person in Finland took contact with Fritidssektionens chairman, ordförande.
Yeah, the chairman.
After the first year.
Yes.
And they said, we want to do this. Please help us. How can we do this? And they took our concept and made it theirs.
Okay.
So in Finland, it's called Koko Samo Tölte.
Okay.
It means, roughly translated, the whole country of Finland is tölting.
Oh, wow.
And I think they only take riding.
Okay, yeah.
But they have a group with the same name. So
this is really, it would be, honestly, I think it would be super nice to see more countries doing this, because it is about, I think this is something that we hear from so many guests that we had for the podcast, that a lot of people enjoy this community feeling, the coming together, the networking with people that have like a similar mindset. And I think this, what you do is really kind of pushing in that direction even more, to really engage people to come together and do something together. It's a great concept. I'm really happy that we found you.
Thank you. And I'm really happy that we have two people in Fritidssektionen that wants to go abroad and talk about this. And they already have, because they took it to 5 conference also.
Okay.
5.
Yes,
international.
Exactly, the International Federation.
Yeah.
This is really interesting. So it might actually spread now from Sweden over Finland to more countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when we talk about Finland, we have to name that they have something called Finnkampen, but it is a week, and that week the Finland group of Tölting will compete against Sverigeritten.
Okay.
So we have a project. I think it's in July or August. It's not me holding in that. So I just hear about it. But we will compete against Finland for 1 week. And as always, check on Facebook or especially on the webpage.
Yes.
Tips webpage. Because everything new we do will come out there as a news.
Yes, we will put the links for the website and also the Facebook group into the description of the episode, so that people can directly click on it. Super nice. So you say people collect their kilometers, and then you upload it, and then there will be a prize still. It's not about winning necessarily, but actually everybody gets a prize, right? In the end.
Everybody gets a prize.
Like a rosette. Yeah, a rosette.
Yeah. Every participant gets a rosette.
This is really nice. This is actually, I think, why Lionel and I signed up as well, because we just wanted a nice rosette, because we knew that we're not going to do super good in our kilometers, but we wanted to also be part of it and contribute to something.
Everyone who joins gets a chance of winning the other prizes, because it will only be by lottery.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we still have a chance.
You have the same chance as someone who sends in 3,000 kilometers.
But that is good to know.
Yeah.
Very good. You said that some people don't participate necessarily with more than one horse, but are there people that you see that participate with more than one horse? With several horses?
Absolutely, because every horse is welcome.
Yeah.
We don't go out and say Sverigeritten is for all horses. We don't promote that because we are for the
it
Icelandic
goes via
horses.
SIF, exactly. Then it is more Icelandic horses, and it counts for that.
But nowhere in the rules it says Icelandic horse. It only says horse.
So if you would have a Shetland,
including.
Yes, exactly. So you have a Shetland pony, you can also walk with your Shetland pony.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have 3 Shetland ponies and the 3 Icelandic in the family. 2 is youngsters, so they don't participate yet. But mostly of my kilometers is by walking.
Walking the ponies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is really nice.
And also the Icelandic horse.
Yes.
Because I walk her a lot also.
Yeah.
And we have members who have Shetland ponies they drive. Mm-hmm. We have, it can be a metallic horse, you can ride a bicycle behind, next to someone who rides a horse.
You don't have to have the horse, but you need to be registered within an association.
Yeah, you have to be part of a local club.
And then I actually have just 2 last questions. What was the highest kilometers for like a team, as a local association, and for an individual? That would be something very interesting.
The highest number of an individual participant is about 3,000 kilometers in one season.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And for one local club, I have to look in my papers, but it's almost 17,000 kilometers.
This is crazy. This is really impressive.
But it's also the thing you mentioned. Put the GPS or the app on every time you do something.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
The key.
Yes.
Because a kilometer there, a kilometer there, a kilometer there, that sums up. But if you I only started when I ride long, that's not the same.
No, exactly. You need to do it for every session that you do.
Yeah. And you can get the inspiration, say you ride a training in the paddock, mm-hmm. and you're like, okay, I have trained now for 40 minutes. Maybe I should take a walk in the woods after. Then I get another 2 kilometers. Yeah, I do that.
Yes, that's true.
You can get inspired to do something little more.
Yeah. But also I think the Facebook group shows that really nice, so that you get inspirations from others, what they do. They post pictures and you feel like, I could try this, I could do that. So I think this is a really nice thing.
So you want the total numbers also?
Yes, actually, when you have, shoot all the good numbers.
Yeah, the first year we had this concept, 2023, we had 98,800 kilometers. That's more than 2 laps around the Earth.
This is crazy.
Yeah. And in 2024, we almost doubled that. 181,000 kilometers.
Wow. People are riding.
And walking and bicycling.
And walking and biking and doing things outside. That is actually, then we come to an end in our episode. Thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us today and talking about Sverigeritten and this really inspirational bringing together of people with Icelandic horses in the nature. I'm very fascinated by that. And as always, do not hesitate to share this episode and follow us on Instagram and Facebook for updates. Goodbye.
Goodbye.